We got Mike and Red on the pod, yeah. We got stats and all the latest news. You know what, Mike and Red ain't no facade. What's your sport? Come and tap into. Yeah. 2 bros in the pod, yeah. 2 bros in the pod, a pair, yeah. 2 bros in the pod, where? Yeah. 2 bros in the pod, we here.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another awesome, dynamic, super dope, supercalifragilistic, whatever, expialidocious, elidocious. I don't even know how to say that motherfucking word, but you get it. Let's go! Let's get straight to it, y'all. First of all, let's give thanks for waking up this morning. We got another day to be great, another day to get it right, another day to get it. All right? So, my partner's not here with us today. Mike's a little under the weather. So it's me and my man Gabe. Our super dope editor's gonna be he's gonna be like a, half guest, half co-host. So we're gonna get it in, we're gonna chop it up on some topics and it's gonna be just like that. So we were actually just discussing, me and Gabe, right? We were discussing, because he had some traveling troubles. The trains was all messed up, and I was letting him know that, my days are very long. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I whip up some breakfast for my son, walk my dog, take my son to school. And I don't get back into the house until about 12:30 at night, and which is obviously the next day. Take a shower, this, that. Maybe I make me a quick shake, quick protein shake, and go to sleep. And it's right back at it the next day. So this morning, case in point, I got up. Held a fitness class, and then came right here to the pod, to talk to you guys and chop it up with the world and about sports, entertainment, and so on. So I say that to say, right, as I'm saying it, I'm like, listen, to all the people out there who mentally check out and say, oh no, there's not enough time, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that. Listen, you could do it. You can do it, Chico. You can do it. You can do it, baby. Just lock in, and just know that when it's something that you covet, something that you want, nothing could stop you. Think about something that you wanted in life and you could, and you did everything in your power plus more to get it, right? So yeah, man, just take that, take that bit of advice and use it accordingly, and just continue to be great and do dope shit, man. Like, come on, man, we here for a short time, not a long time, so you got to get to it, man. You know what I mean? Keep adding in the ingredients of positivity and winning mentality, as my man Kashif say, owner of Crab Bay. Winning mood, yes. Let's stay in that winning mood. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep grinding. And let's keep being great in all aspects of life, right? So yeah, so this is All-Star Weekend, right? All-Star Weekend. I wasn't able to check out the festivities yesterday. We had the, it's the new format, the G League versus the rookies versus the second-year players or something of that effect. But I believe the second-year players. So Castle from San Antonio, he's a second-year player, right? This is the second year. Excuse me. So
he was the Rising Stars MVP, right?
Yeah. So yeah, he won the MVP yesterday. And what's crazy? Like, I really, because a lot of San Antonio games don't really come on, don't really get much airtime, right? So I haven't watched a lot of his games or a lot of the Spurs games, but as I play closer attention, like Castle is he's a good player. He's a good young player. Aside from the fact that he got bunnies, he could ball. He could ball. So
It's kind of hard to pay attention to him even when you are watching a Spurs game, though, because there's a 7'4" freak of nature also on the floor too.
yeah, that is true. That is true. He takes all of the headlines, and look, like you just said, he's 7'4", so he's he's a figurehead on the floor. You automatically going to be glued to see what he's doing. And now they have who they just
De'Aaron.
Yeah, Fox. They got Fox now. So and they play the same position. So hold on. Are they both starting? Is Fox and Castle both starting?
I'll check that for
Is
you.
it
But
one and the two guards? It's a good question.
I think De'Aaron Fox is the one, and then push Chris Paul to the bench. That's what I think. But I'll
Okay,
double check.
yeah, that would make more sense. I'd be like, come on, man, you can't put that young fella on the bench. Well, not that you can't, but I don't think you should. Chris Paul is literally. I mean, when you talk about,
I got the lineup here.
Go ahead.
It's De'Aaron Fox at the 1, CP3 at the 2, Vassell at the 3, Harrison Barnes at the 4, and Wemby at the 5.
wow, he's playing the 3. How tall is he?
He is
Like 6'4" or something, right?
he's 6'5", actually.
6'5".
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
Well, I
that's
guess when
not
you got
that
Wemby,
bad.
though, it doesn't matter if you're playing
Yeah,
like small
exactly,
ball.
Exactly. Wow, now that's cool. That's cool. So I guess that works, right? Because you get to keep Chris Paul in there. Him and Wemby's chemistry that they've garnered up to this point gets to stay, and Fox gets some pressure off him. He don't have to bring the ball up all the time because he's really a scoring type point guard. Chris Paul is a facilitator. No, that's cool. That's cool. So I think San Antonio got a. I think San Antonio is going to make the playoffs. I believe that they're going to make the playoffs.
I don't know. The West is.
The West is jam-packed, but they all, obviously the Thunder is running away with it, but everything from 2 to 8, isn't it within 5 games?
I'm going to pull it up right now, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, we got Thunder at the 1. Wait, let's see. You said 2 through 5 is separated by 5 games?
I believe so.
Yeah, you're right. No, 2 through 8 is separated by 6.
Yeah, so that's
A lot of parity.
1 week you go on a 3-game losing streak. You guys go from 3 to 7, easy.
It's just crazy to me that the Suns with Kevin Durant are not even in playoff contention right now.
So, and I'm glad you brought that up because on the drive over, I was thinking about that, right? So listen, we got, let's just say, because he has a chance, right? Bradley Beal has a chance, being that it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, right? Bradley Beal has a chance to make it to the Hall of Fame. It's not like if I say, do you think Bradley Beal is going to go to the Hall of Fame? You're going to say, no way in the world. I don't think we'd say that, right?
Yes, but I think, kind of going back to what we talked about a couple weeks ago, I think a guy like Derrick Rose has a better shot than Bradley Beal, or at least they're on the same playing field, kind of. What has Bradley Beal done?
But the thing with Bradley Beal is, look, Bradley Beal still has a chance to add to his career.
Okay.
Right? Derrick Rose, not so much. He's not able to do that. So Bradley Beal for his career is averaging 22, 4, and 4. So
He also did have that 1 year when he was, I think, almost averaging 30 1 year on the Wizards.
So that year was, he actually did average 30 in 2019, 2020. So from 2016 to 2022, he went from, as quoted, 23, 23, 25, 30, 31. 2 years in a row, he averaged over 30. 23 and 23. So I think it's safe to say that Bradley Beal has a chance to make it to the Hall of Fame because he's still playing, right?
Yeah, but he's washed
He's actually
now.
been in the league 13 years already.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, neither would
I wouldn't have guessed that.
What year was he drafted then? That must have been
2012. He was 19.
Who else was in that draft? I think that might be Chris Middleton, maybe.
And he's 31. He's 31 years old now. So let's say this year, obviously, I believe is a wash. Well, he's averaging 17. He's been, obviously coming off the bench now. But let's say the next 3 years he has a resurgence, and he averages 20-plus points for the next 3 years. I believe that, I'm not going to say first ballot, but at some point he's going to get in.
Okay.
So you got Bradley Beal as almost a strong possibility at this moment. And you got Booker and KD, who obviously KD's a first ballot. Booker's going to be a first ballot.
Okay, and why aren't they doing anything?
So for 3 Hall of Famers, KD obviously is 35, but he's still at the top of his game, averaging 27 points a game. Devin Booker is still young. Devin Booker's under 30 years old. Then you got Bill. So you got 3 Hall of Famers, right? Or 2.7 Hall of Famers on your team. And if that team doesn't make the playoffs, that might be the biggest disappointment in recent NBA history.
You know what this team reminds me of?
Don't say the Nets.
No, not the Nets.
Because they were all old.
No, they remind me of like the 2014 New York Knicks when we got Porzingis, Derrick Rose, Carmelo Anthony,
But at that point, Porzingis was nowhere near a Hall of Famer.
But like
he's not a Hall of Famer now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I think just kind of like, all right, I say Porzingis is like in my mind the same level of good that Bradley Beal was, right? Derrick Rose was better, but he was coming off of his injury. I'd say is the same level that Devin Booker was. And then Carmelo Anthony and KD at the time, I mean, that was Carmelo coming off of his scoring titles, so I think right there, I don't know.
And they didn't make the playoffs that year?
I don't think they made the playoffs, or if they did, they got swept in the first round after being the 8th seed. I'm not entirely sure, but that team was a major disappointment. Before the season started, I was in middle school at the time, but I remember everyone being like, yo, the finals is going to be the Knicks versus the Warriors. And like that team just looks so good on paper, same with the Suns, but
you know what makes it even more crazier is you got 3 dudes. Let me see. Has Devin Booker ever averaged 30?
I'm sure he has.
You got 3 dudes that has averaged. Let me make sure.
I got you. I'll look it up right now.
Devin.
Why am I having trouble finding this? Oh, here we go.
He averaging 25 for his career. No,
Yeah.
he averaged his highest was 20, but he averaged 27 for 3 years in a row. Woo, 26, 26, 26, 26, 27, 20. So you got 2 guys who averaged. Kevin Durant obviously averaged 30 more than 2 or more times in his career. Bill averaged 32 or more 2 times in his career, and Booker's a 25 point per game for his career.
Yeah,
I don't think we've ever seen that, man.
Yeah, no.
Because although Porzingis was good, Porzingis was never known as a pure scorer.
No, absolutely. But maybe that's why that team is doing so bad. Everybody needs the ball in their hand.
But I look at it like this, right? You had with Miami, right? You had Chris Bosh coming over from Toronto, number 1 option, averaging about 24, 25 points a game. Dwayne Wade, obviously number 1 option, right? So the ball is in these guys' hands. They used to the ball being in their hands for years. And then obviously LeBron James used the ball being in his hands.
Yeah.
They made it work. So as we discussed earlier, last episode when we had Wes on, Sucker Free Wes, depending on there are very few players in the league that can be used to being ball dominant go to another team or have another player come on their team that is also ball dominant and they make it work.
You know who
and
I
they
think will
become a
make it work?
legitimate threat.
The Lakers are going to do it, I think.
Because one, LeBron and Luka are cerebral.
Mm-hmm.
They have very high basketball IQs. They both great passers, right? And they think the game, right? More so, obviously, LeBron. LeBron is always he's playing chess while most of the other players are playing checkers.
Yeah.
Right? So that is the difference with an all-time great like LeBron compared to an all-time great like KD. KD is not looked at as a floor general where he's telling people where to be, where he's rising the play or the level of everybody else on his team. Where, okay, KD, we need you to get 15 rebounds and 12 assists. That's just not him. And it's okay, right? That's okay. Like, that doesn't take away from who he is. Who he is he doesn't need the ball to score. Mm-hmm. KD could play like Klay Thompson and just spot up and be, what's one of his nicknames, Sniper?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he doesn't need the ball to score. He doesn't need to dribble the air out of the ball to score. So those are his gifts, right? Everybody's not going to be a LeBron or a Luka type player. But everybody's not, or a Joker. Everybody's not going to be that. Mm-hmm. Like Joker could score 15 points and dominate a ball game.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant is not going to score 15 points and dominate a basketball game.
No.
That's just not who he is. And you know, we have a lot of casuals who would argue that, yo, what are you talking? It's the truth. If you know basketball, you know that if Kevin Durant is 4 for 15 with 5 rebounds and 3 assists, you know, that's a very bad game for him because he's not, you know, he's a scorer. He's there to score. He gets paid to score the basketball. He'll have a block here and there, you know, play decent defense on, you know, a couple of sets, couple of plays, but predominantly his bread and butter, he is who he is because he can score the basketball. He's clutch, and that's who he is. So it's a difference. I believe there's definitely a big difference. You know, even if you want to go back to players like Scottie Pippen. Mm-hmm. Scottie Pippen did everything. I mean, from guarding the best player to scoring the basketball, to rebounding the basketball, to passing the basketball, to, you know, making everybody better. And those type of players get overlooked, right? Yeah. Because we say, oh, no, he should always take the shot. But that's not really what the game is about. If you win, you make the right play and the right decision and give yourself the best probability to win the game, that's what it should be about. And I'm not saying Kobe or Mike, you know, I'm obviously naming guys who are, you know, killers, right? They're known for, you know, putting a dag or putting their foot on your neck. I'm not saying they wrong for being who they are, but LeBron isn't wrong for being who he is either. You know, you got another NBA player wide open, right? He's in the NBA for a reason. I got 2 people on me. I'm in the post. He's wide open on the wing. What is the chances of me taking the shot and me hitting that shot with 2 people on me, rather than if I pass it to my teammate and he's wide open?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I'm afraid to take the shot.
Just smart basketball.
You know, when Jordan passed to Paxson, right? And Paxson, we don't talk about that, right? We think Mike made every shot. I remember Paxson hitting a game winner. I remember Steve Kerr hitting game winners. I remember Craig Hodges and B.J. Armstrong hitting, Tony Kukoc hitting game winners. And make the right play. Make the right play. But what are you going to do, right? That's People are gonna be people. Can't change that. Can't stop that. Oh man. So we are. Well, we got the slam dunk contest tonight.
Yeah. Who's in that? Let me pull it up.
Yeah, I believe we have.
It's so bad. It was so bad last year.
Cassell. That's from the Spurs. Castle, I mean. I said Cassell. Castle. I'm not even. I'm not sure of the other.
We got Castle, Andre Jackson Jr. from the Bucks.
Okay, number 44. Yeah, he got hops.
We got Matis Boulius from the Chicago Bulls. I'm not familiar with his game, to be honest.
I've heard of him, but I'm not familiar with his game either.
And then we have the reigning champ, Mac McClung from the Magic G League team.
That's it?
That's the 4, yeah. I feel like usually there's more.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh, he didn't win. Oh no, he did. He won 2 so far back to back. He's trying to be the first one to three-peat the slam dunk contest.
McClung won 2?
So, according to CBS, yeah. And then we got the 3-point contest also.
No, Lillard going for a 3-peat.
I want Brunson to win, but that's obvious. Of course,
Brunson is in it?
Yeah, he's in it. Yeah.
Come on, bro. You know he's not going to win.
He might. He got, I think, 3rd place last year.
I don't think he's going to win, bro.
Come on, man.
You could root for him. That's your guy. You know, I like Brunson. I'm a fan, but I don't think he's going to win the 3.
We got a pretty star-studded 3-point contest compared to the dunk contest.
Well, it's always going to be because
it's not injury.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's easier to do. Like it's not like there's no creativity in threes. Your form is your form, right?
Yeah.
So you're not changing that. You've been doing that shit for your whole career.
I wonder why Curry doesn't do the 3-point contest this
He
year.
won it already. Like, what's the point?
I guess so, but
What does he have to prove? Like, seriously, at this point, what does Curry have to prove by entering a 3-point contest? So maybe this, right? Okay, Steph Curry enters, but he got to shoot from further back. He got to shoot from like the out of bounds line where everybody else is shooting. Like if he's on a corner, he got to be by the out of bounds line. If he's on the elbow, he got to be whatever 2 feet back, and so on, all around. He got to make his shots got to be harder than everybody else.
that's funny. That'd be funny.
That would be disrespected. The other players should feel disrespected. Like, yo, fuck that. Yeah, I know you great, but no. Fuck that. We all want to shoot from back there.
Yeah.
That's what they should do. You know what I mean? Like, make that shit further back.
Yeah,
Make it further back.
They canceled the Sabrina versus Steph thing this year.
I think they couldn't figure out how to enhance it because Caitlin Clark didn't want to do it, right? So
why wouldn't she want to do it, you think?
because she said her first experience in All-Star, she wants it to be for her league.
Oh.
You know, obviously they want to use her as a sideshow, like for ratings.
Yeah, true.
She's like, man, that's her choice. Picture this, right? Picture was the other way around. And you in the NBA and you've never participated in All-Star Weekend, and then they call you for WNBA to fuck it. You can be like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I guess so. I mean, they are fully just using her for the ratings.
Of course. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is. So, they couldn't find a way to enhance it. So to see the same thing again is like, come on, man. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't want to. That's, we've been there before.
The skills challenge is coming up also. Do you want to know what
I think that's whack, bro.
the skills challenge?
Bouncing the ball through holes.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't even watch that shit. That shit is whack to me.
Yeah.
Shooting, whatever the top of the key 3-pointers.
Who do you think is gonna win though? Do you know who's playing?
Who?
It's Team Cavs, which is Donovan Mitchell and Mobley. Team Rockets, which is Zachary. I don't know how to say his last name. Oh, sorry. Team Rooks, Zachary Rush. You know the French guy who got drafted, and Alex Sarr. Team Spurs is CP and Victor Wembanyama, and then Team Warriors is Draymond and Moses Moody. Who's gonna have the best?
Draymond and Moses Moody have no shot at all, in my opinion.
I don't know.
They gotta be like plus 500 or some shit betting wise. There's no way. Matter of fact, I might put some money on that just for the hell of it. If they come out to win, I'm gonna win me some money.
Yeah, Draymond's good at the bounce pass, though. You know,
that's the easy part.
Yeah,
what about the shooting?
Yeah.
What about the shooting? Oh man,
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch it, to be honest with you. But
you know what? I might watch just to see how good Draymond and Moody do. And listen, this is no shot on Draymond. Like, I believe Draymond is a legitimate Hall of Famer for what he was able to do on those 4 championship teams. He got a Defensive Player of the Year. Like, without Draymond, they don't have 4 championships, in my opinion. They don't have 4 championships.
Without Draymond, really?
No.
Nah,
Are you kidding me?
I still think they win
The
a
best-
couple of those.
He was the leading playmaker, leading assist guy, and the best defender on the team. How do you take that away and still be as good?
I mean, they probably wouldn't be like the 72, is it 72 or 73?
73.
73 Warriors, but I think they would win the chip with Stephen
You
Curry.
think they beat the Bulls and the
Cavs?
The Cavs in 2000 and was it 15 when LeBron averaged 36? You think they win without Draymond Green?
Okay, maybe not that one, but Draymond's not there
The
ever.
2 that they have a chance is the ones with KD.
That's
They'll
what
have a
exactly
chance.
was about
The
to
other
say.
ones, not so much.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not
I
so
agree with
much.
that. I agree with that.
So he earned his, just like Rodman earned being a Hall of Famer, Draymond earned being a Hall of Famer.
Now, I want to move on to the All-Star teams. Who you think, which of the 4 teams? Do you want me to read them out to you?
We got Shaq.
Shaq, who has LeBron. He called his team
It's
Team
Shaq
OG.
team. I seen the lineup.
Oh, yeah,
The
you seen
Shaq
it?
team is by far superior.
Yeah, we got, yeah.
They're the favorites.
Yeah, Shaq's team would be really good, like super, super good, like 4 years ago. Like amazing 4 years ago. I like Chuck's team, I'm not going to lie.
Which Chuck's team again?
He's got Jokic, Shea, Wembanyama. Then it kind of drops off. You got Siakam, Sengun, Kat, Donovan Mitchell, and Trae Young.
That's not a bad team.
I feel bad for Brunson on Kenny's team.
Yeah, Kenny's team is.
Kenny's team, damn. Brunson doesn't deserve to be there, man. He's the only all-star starter on the team. All the other starters got taken and put on better teams.
Well, we're gonna definitely see with that entail. Shit, maybe Brunson could help save the day.
Hopefully.
So you think what's the over and under if Brunson team make it out the first round?
They're gonna
They're gonna lose the first.
Nah. They're gonna make it. I mean, whatever. I think they're the team playing the Rising Stars. No. Shaq's OGs are playing the Rising Stars.
Oh, I think that's a W.
That's a W for Shaq's team. Imagine they lose. Imagine that stack team
No,
loses.
but you know what? This is when you know you're great, right? If they somehow lose, you know who they're gonna blame.
LeBron, yeah.
So, and this is my question here, right? So in team sports, if I average 39 rebounds, 7 assists, my defensive rating is good, my plus minus is good, and my team loses, why do they blame me as should that person, as obviously the star, be blamed?
If you're averaging 30?
Yeah, 39 and 7 and whatever, 1.5 steals, and
Okay.
I'm locking and or not even locking up. Let's use case in point. Cavs and Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Golden State won the series those back-to-back years, 8-1, right? 1 year swept, 1 year gentleman's sweep. LeBron, and even though obviously KD hit those big shots, but it was pretty much a wash. They both averaged 30, right? I think KD maybe averaged a point or two more. LeBron obviously averaged more rebounds, more assists. But there was nothing more as an individual that LeBron could have done.
No,
It's counted
absolutely.
against him. Oh, he didn't win though.
This is what I'm gonna say. That kind of I forgot who said this. I heard this and it made me think of you. Why is it this? I guess that's just you're talking about LeBron losing in the finals, right?
Correct.
So this is what I heard, and I think this is something that the casual sports fan doesn't realize. Why is it a mark against someone to make it to the finals consistently? And making it to the finals and losing is still impressive. Just because you didn't win, just because you lost in the finals, that isn't a mark against you. That shouldn't be a mark against you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Unless you play like hot garbage truck
Yes.
juice.
But making it to the finals for 10 years, just in LeBron's case, consistently, and just because he didn't win all of those finals, that shouldn't be a mark against him. That just shows his longevity. It shows his ability to make it to the...
You could look at it like this, right? Would you rather have, let's just call it a 10-year career, right? So in your 10-year career, you made it to the finals once, right?
Uh-huh.
And you won. And the other 9 years, you didn't make it to the playoffs.
You didn't even make it to the playoffs.
Right?
Okay.
Rather than the next player, 10 years, he makes it to the finals every year and wins one and goes 1-9 in the fucking finals.
How did he play in those finals? Did he suck?
No, he played good.
He played good, but his team,
good, right?
it just didn't happen.
Obviously LeBron, all in
a couple.
Barring Dallas, right? He averaged 18, whatever, but he averages fucking damn near 28, 29 points in the finals, right? Game 7s, he averages 30 plus. So he shows up.
Yeah.
So 1-9 in the finals or 1-0 in the finals, but the other fucking 9, you didn't even make the playoffs. What do you choose?
Yeah, I think the choice is clear. I'd pick the 1-9. I'd rather be 1-9 than...
Exactly, because you have a brain, right?
Yeah.
And you're not thinking with emotion. And you're like, hold up, even though I'm 1-9, okay, I played pretty good, but I had an opportunity every year, right?
How great do you have to be able to be in that spot? You got to be amazing.
To keep
Yeah.
How great do you have to be to every day you wake up, you fucking fall, but you get back up? Most people, they don't get up after the first fall.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh
rough.
shit,
though.
that hurt. My fucking skin is peeled off my kneecap. I broke this, I broke that. I'm not gonna walk no more. But nope. Tuesday you get up, Wednesday you get up, Thursday you get up, Friday you get up, Saturday you get up, Sunday you get up, and you just keep repeating. So yes, it is better to be 1-9 in the finals in 10 years than to be 1-0 in the finals in 10 years. And in the other 9 years, either you're not making the fucking playoffs or you're getting swept in the first round or you're in the play-ins or whatever the case may be. Because quite frankly, let's say you don't make the playoffs and you're having a terrible season, your fucking season could be over by March.
Yeah.
And then you're basically just playing just to fucking play. Like, shit, you could go to the park for that.
Yeah.
Mentally, when you know you're fucking 20 and 42, you got no shot of making it.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Just
Like,
playing
who's
the
going to
play.
choose that?
Nah.
Who's going to choose that? So, yeah, so this narrative, he's fucking 4-6 in the finals or whatever. Do you realize how insane that is to bash that rather than, let's say, obviously, Joker, right? Denver been in the finals once. How many years Joker been in the league? At least 10.
I think 10 exactly, actually.
So Joker been in the league 10 years and went to the finals once and got one victory. The other 9 years. So he's fucking 1 out of 10. One finals appearance in 10 years. So you would rather have Joker's career, right? Let's say it ended today, right? You would rather have Joker's career than LeBron's career from a 10-year period? Come on, man. Stop that. Stop that. That don't make sense. What? Mac access. Yeah, that shit don't make no sense at all.
So your prediction for the winners of the All-Star tournament thing is
Shaq's team I think gonna pull it through. Luka's on Shaq's teams too, right?
No, Luka is on Chuck's team. No, Luka's not on a team. He's injured.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, because he didn't.
And also,
He's injured.
Trae Young is replacing Giannis Antetokounmpo on Chuck's team, and Kyrie is replacing Anthony Davis on Team Shaq because they're
because of
injured.
injuries.
I still can't believe Jalen Williams is an all-star. I mean, I no disrespect to Jalen Williams, but over Kyrie and over people like Trae Young, LaMelo Ball.
Well, Trae Young is East, right?
True.
But you know what it is? You got to reward at some point. You can't do it with everyone, but you got to reward the best team, bro.
Yeah, true.
It's like even with NFL, like the great teams having 9 and 10 fucking Pro Bowlers. Like you gotta, you know how you in football terms, right? How are you 12-1 or 13-1 and got one fucking Pro Bowler?
True.
You gotta kind of try, balance that out somewhat. So I believe that this season, I honestly believe that the Lakers have a chance to make it to the Western Conference Finals. And when I say that, so if you have a chance to make it to the Western Conference Finals and be competitive, obviously you have a chance to go to the finals. So then I might as well say they have a chance to go to the finals. Yeah, they don't have a lot of big men. They traded for NBA vet center Alex Len.
Yeah. He's all right.
It's better than nothing, right? It's a body, it's size. He got 6 fouls. It's definitely better than nothing. They don't need him to score, right?
Just get a board.
If Luka or LeBron is throwing you lobs, you're fucking 7 feet. That's basically a layup.
True.
That's a layup. Obviously Dallas, who has nothing but size, but they have crazy injuries. Lively and
Davis.
AD and all 3 of their big men is out.
Yeah.
All 3 of them is out. AD is going to be evaluated in another 4 weeks, but who knows?
It's so funny that he got injured in the first game.
It's
not funny that he got injured.
Yeah, but like, what were the fucking odds on that?
Yeah.
That look like that. So even though he gets injured a lot, to get injured in the first game.
Yeah.
Wow. Talk about odds, right? So I saw this guy, I don't know if it's been, confirmed. I didn't see the stubs or nothing, but he did a 17-leg parlay and won 400 or something thousand with $10.
Damn. What was it? Oh, you didn't see the...
Yeah, like in NBA, over and unders, this player scoring this much, blah, 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 and he hit on all fucking 17 of them shit. Because, obviously, you create your joints, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, wow.
I was one time, 2 summers ago, during the during the Nuggets Heat finals, I was one Jimmy Butler rebound away from 40 grand.
One fucking rebound?
Yeah, 1 rebound. I needed him for 5. It was the last game. It was the game that the Nuggets won. I think I needed 5 rebounds or 6 rebounds, and he got either 5 or 4. I can't remember exactly, but...
Damn.
Dude, me and my friends...
How long did you cry?
It was rough. So the thing was...
And how much did you bet?
I bet like $30. I had like an 11-legger. Everything hit. I remember we also needed like a Contavious Cadwell-Pope 3 for it to cash. And he hits the 3 with like a minute left to go. And in my head, I'm like, okay, we just need a board. We need one board. One board, Jimmy. He didn't get it. It was rough. But
yeah, that sucks, man.
It was hard. I remember I was playing poker with some of my buddies. And like I kind of forgot about the parlay because it was just like a whatever. Like it's just a dumb 20-legger. And some of my other friends text me and they're like, "Yo, you need to watch the game right now." So I'm playing cards, playing with a lot of money in front of me. Also, way more money than what's going on in the game. Yeah. Looking at the game, like not able to focus on the game of cards in front of me. Mm-hmm. And I remember like when Contavious Cadwell-Pope hit that 3, I started freaking out at the table with all these people. And a lot of these people didn't like know me that well, and they're like, "What's wrong with this guy, bro?" Like, like this guy's. I'm like freaking out at the table,
Oh man, wow, damn, yeah, man. That's
You ever hit a crazy bet like that?
nah, man, nah. I did a couple of I'm actually well, not new to drive. I've heard about it quite some time, but I never really participated until like this year. And I bet $5, $10. I won like a couple weeks ago, like $80 from like $10 bet. But I was talking to some guy and I said, it's not difficult to bet $5, $10 and win $100.
No,
it's not
no.
difficult at all. So especially if look, if you know sports, right? And you do just a little bit of research, right? Who's injured, who they playing, where they playing at, is it in Denver, high altitude? This, who's in the contract year? Oh, if they playing this team and this team sucks, maybe the stars might not play in the fourth quarter. So you take all of that into calculation, right? You're gonna win more than you fucking lose.
My brother, I told you about him. He's like a big sports head, like much bigger than I am. And I remember we went to a Knicks game with my dad, and my brother, like, he must be like 13 at the time. He's like, Dad, yo, download this app. He makes my dad download DraftKings, and he puts in like a $15 to win $500 parlay. We were watching the game, and he hit it right there. And my dad gave him the $500. He actually split it between the three of us.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, my brother, and he doesn't even gamble like that. But like, I used to text him when I was in college, like, yo, please build me a parlay. Like,
Yeah,
I need to eat.
You can make a living out of that, bro.
Some people do.
There's people who makes a living out of
Shout out to my brother Alex.
that. No doubt. What up, Alex? What up? Yeah, no, 100%. Listen, let's say it's 500 a week. 500 a week is more than a lot of people make after taxes on their check for their job, man.
Yeah.
And that's so if you spend, I don't know, $50. You spend $50, you make 500, right? And you just fucking keep repeating the process. And that's on the low end. So
Yeah.
100%
You got to be
is
careful though. That's the thing. I have a friend who lost like 20 grand.
See, but this is look, whether it's
Shout out Andrew.
gambling, stocks, life in general. Know your limit, right? Know your limit meaning, okay, I'm going to Atlantic City. I got $10,000 expendable cash, but I'm only betting 1,000. If I lose 1,000, I'm out. If I start to win, right?
You can play with that.
That's the mentality you have to have. If
It's
I'm
just hard.
up 5,000, I'm walking away. That's it. I'm cashing out.
Have you ever seen the picture that's like, I'll show it to you.
All of that betting your car, betting your watch, but you have no discipline. You have no fucking discipline. Know when to walk away. You ever seen Heat, man?
Heat? The movie? No, I haven't.
Okay, so a line from Robert De Niro. Basically in the life of crime, right? So this applies to all aspects. You gotta learn or know or be able to walk away when you feel the heat right around the corner. I don't give a fuck. You got a girl that you've been with for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. This, that. Oh shit! I got a fucking tip. They coming down on me. I'm out. And actually, in the movie, they about to come get him. His girl. He's like, I got to make a stop here. His girl is by the car. He comes downstairs. He sees the cop, which is Al Pacino. He sees his girl by the car. He's out. That's it. He was ready to run away with her. But yo, I'm not getting fucking caught. But these are the decisions you have to make before you get into that game. So before you say, you know what, I'm going to be a fucking full-time gambler, better, this, that, I got to know where my line is, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm getting into a stock and the stock is $35 a share, right? I got to set that stop. If this stock go, and I bought fucking 100 shares.
Yeah.
If it goes to $31, I automatically pull out.
Really? You don't let it ride?
No, why would you do that? No, cut your losses at $4.50 per share.
Yeah.
You bought 100, you lost $450, right? But if you don't put that stop and that shit drops to fucking $2,
You're fucked. Sorry.
and then your cutoff, right? It's $35 a share. It gets to it runs up to 47, either I'm going to sell half, I'm going to cash out the whole thing or whatever.
Okay.
But have that
You need to have these.
strategy.
Yeah.
Don't just, oh yeah, I'm going to let it all ride.
Yeah.
Or I lost it, but it's not going to go lower, no. And that shit bottoms out to fucking 20 cents.
That's how it be sometimes.
There's going to be a few instances where it goes up to $100, right? And you fucking, yeah, I'm glad it's... But more than not, you're going to fucking be betting your watch. You're going to be like this. You're going to be betting your car slip, betting your fucking, your house, your deed. And it's not worth it, man. So the guys who are able to have any type of longevity in this gambling game are guys with discipline. Trust and believe, bro. I don't give a fuck what walk of life, fitness, athlete, gambler, career criminal. If you don't have discipline, it's short-lived.
Yeah.
It's fucking short-lived, bro. It's short-lived. That mindset is fucking ring around the rosy. It applies to everything in life. Podding, whatever you want to call it. So, but yeah, But yeah, I might throw a few dollars on
Draymond.
on Draymond team. You know what I mean? Come on, Draymond, let's go. Hit that half court. Oh shit. Draymond hits it.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, why not? But know your limit, man. Like drinks, right? You go out for drinks with the fellas. Oh yeah, I could have 3 more. Yeah, you really think so? And now you got to drive home, and you fucking start swerving and this and this and it. God forbid, boom. Yo, the shit happens all the time, bro.
Yeah, true.
Happens all the time. You don't fucking know you don't know your limit, and you wind up screwing yourself.
You know what we haven't talked about on the pod yet?
What's that?
We haven't broken down like what happened at the trade deadline besides Luka.
As far as
Like Jimmy Butler.
you are correct. Yeah. So Jimmy Butler, what are they, 3-1 since Jimmy Butler got there?
I think so. I think you're correct.
I believe they, obviously he helps them, right? He helps take some pressure off Steph. It would be interesting, right? So let's say Golden State comes out of the play-in, right? 7 or 8. Let's say 8. I don't believe they have a shot in hell at beating the Thunder in the series.
Really?
Right? I don't believe so.
No, you don't think
I don't.
experience?
Now, if Houston finishes 2, I believe they have a shot with Houston because Houston is young. Sometimes Houston goes through scoring droughts. Who else could be number 2?
The Grizzlies are 2 right now.
I don't think they could beat the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are a very, very good team.
Didn't they beat the Grizzlies? Was it the Lakers? Who beat the Grizzlies?
I don't know, but I don't care about
lower seed.
Regular season. I'm talking
No,
about
like
series.
in the playoffs. I think.
Yeah, it's different.
I don't know why. I just don't think
play defense. The Grizzlies could score. Grizzlies could shoot now. That's the Grizzlies could shoot. The Grizzlies have low post defense. Like, I don't think Golden State could beat them. Steph is obviously older. Draymond is older. Jimmy Butler, they all in their 30s, man. I don't think they could beat.
Okay.
I don't think so.
How do you feel about the Raptors landing Brandon Ingram? You don't think that moves the needle for them, though?
Where they going?
Playing, maybe?
Where they going? Okay, you get in and then what?
Yeah, it's good though. They have a pretty good team. They got Quick on there. They got Scotty.
You answer my question. Okay, they get into playing 7 and 8. 7 and 8. Who's the 1 and the 2 seeds in the fucking East?
Yeah, the Knicks would demolish
the Knicks
them.
in Boston. I mean the
Cavs.
The Cavs in Boston. You really think Toronto could beat Cavs of Boston in the series?
No, but that is a formidable 8 seed though. More than
formidable against Cleveland.
No, but like they could steal a game or 2. You know what I mean?
Gentleman's sweep. Okay.
Gentleman's sweep. All right. How do you feel about?
But it won't be competitive at all.
No. How about Kuzma to the Bucks? Does that move the needle for them at all, you think?
No.
You think they got worse?
I think Giannis is gonna want out if he's not already thinking about.
Really?
Correct.
Where do you see him going to? What's your prediction here, Red? Let the people know.
Giannis to
The Knicks.
no, not the Knicks.
You know why I think he wants to go to the Knicks? Do you see that interview after Luka got traded? He said he wants all the Europeans in big markets. He's a European. The Knicks are a big market.
That's a good question. I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking about all of the teams.
I could see him going to the Rockets, maybe the Heat. I don't think he's going to leave, though.
What about Atlanta?
Atlanta.
What about Atlanta?
With Trae Young? If Trae Young doesn't leave, because I think he's going to leave this offseason. If he doesn't leave and they get Giannis, that's a...
Where would Trae Young go if you think Trae Young is going to leave?
I see Trae Young going to maybe Miami.
Miami?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
You think they're a Trae Young piece away from winning?
No,
they got
but
Tyler Hero. Those guys do like similar things. So you can have two Trae Youngs on the team. Not to say the Hero's he's nowhere near the passer,
no.
playmaker that
I could even see Trae Young going to the Bucks, funnily enough.
Trae Young to the Bucks.
Yeah.
So you're gonna lose Giannis and Dame. So he's gonna go to a rebuilding team. That doesn't.
No. If Giannis stays.
If Giannis stays, so
Yeah.
you're gonna get rid of Dame.
No, put Dame at the 2.
Dame at the 2. They're gonna be small. That might be the smallest backcourt in the league.
No, I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I do see Trae Young leaving. I saw him as a Laker, but I don't think that makes any sense anymore. I thought he was going to be a Laker.
Yeah, I don't think now that they got Luka, it makes no sense at all.
But like I remember reading a report. I read a report from The Athletic. They say that the two most likely like players that are going to leave in the offseason are Trae Young and Kevin Durant. They're predicting that Kevin Durant will go to either the Rockets, I forgot the other team, or the Timberwolves to play with Ant.
Kevin Durant to the Timberwolves?
That is a report from apparently the Timberwolves were in that trade sweepstake for him, but they were too late.
Check this out. When do we get to the point where we don't believe that Kevin Durant can go to a team with talent and win?
When do we not believe
Barring Golden State. Because every other place, it has not worked out.
You hating on him?
No, that's not hate. Am I not speaking fact? Did it work out in any other place besides Golden State? Yes or no? Did they have a chance of winning a chip at any other? See how we just talking about making the finals? Or
Yeah.
Did they even make any Western Conference, Eastern Conference finals besides Golden State?
I mean, he made the finals on OKC before.
Was that like fucking damn near 20 years ago? I'm not talking about.
He made the Eastern Conference Finals with the Nets, if I'm not.
No, I think they made the Western Conference Finals when they got knocked out. They was up 3-1 against Golden State.
Oh, yeah.
With Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, they lost that one.
And they fucking choked and lost 3 in a row.
And then I think he made
And since then, obviously the cup of coffee in Golden State, it's been...
I mean, he made the Eastern Conference Finals in the Nets against the Bucks.
No, that was a shot to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. That
was a
7.
shot. Who did the Bucks play in the Eastern Conference Finals?
I'm not sure who they played, but that wasn't to go to the finals.
Oh, wasn't?
No. That was the second round.
Oh, damn. Then he lost in the first round last year.
And that was almost 10 years ago. That was like 7 years ago.
That Nets thing? Really?
It was a minute ago, bro.
Feels
this
like
is his third year on Phoenix.
That's crazy. That feels like it was like just a couple of years ago, honestly.
Well, maybe 5 years ago.
The Bucks won, then the Nuggets won. No. What was the order?
Lakers won in 19.
Lakers won in 19.
Golden State won one of those years. Denver won one of those years. Boston won one of those years.
Yeah.
Milwaukee won one of those years.
That's crazy. I kind of miss those years when it was the Warriors and the Cavs. At the time, I was upset that it was Warriors.
More exciting.
It was way more exciting.
But don't you dare say that. Don't say it was more exciting when LeBron was in the finals. Don't you kidding me? No.
Why?
I'm just
I like LeBron.
No one would admit that. No one would admit that. It's better for the league, right? It was better for the league at that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's safe. They believe it's safe, especially now KD's older. Like, you're going to switch teams again and go to a team with all young stars? Come on, bro. Like, when is this? Come on. Let's think about it. Like, at this point, do what you want to do. You're an adult. You're in charge of your career. But you're also an all-time great. Like,
you don't want to be remembered as a guy who was.
Yeah, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Like,
he's got to get out of Phoenix.
You got 2 rings already. I know you want to keep playing, but
You're saying hang it up?
It's kind of a, huh?
You want him to hang it up? Is that what you're saying?
No, but it's kind of a weird situation, right? He still got some gas left in the tank, but I don't think we've ever seen an all-time great with gas left in the tank that got 2 rings already and is just going to situations. Have we ever seen that? No. It's usually when they don't have gas left in the tank and they didn't win a championship and they're going here, a la Karl Malone, Gary Payton.
That's a funny topic. Like NBA players on the wrong team. Have you ever like?
Oh, of course.
Like Shaq on the Celtics, Ewing on the
so
on the Magic.
This would be, but Shaq had nothing left in the tank in fucking Phoenix. Yeah. Nothing. Boston. Nothing left.
No. Cavs Shaq was.
I think he was just playing for a check.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He was just playing for a check.
You know what else is another one of those? Wade on the Cavs is also like a.
Exactly.
Melo on
fucking the San Antonio Spurs got a chip, but no one knows that. That's like a trivia question.
Oh yeah,
how many championships does Tracy McGrady have? Most people gonna say none.
Yeah.
Oh, he does actually have one.
He has a ring, dude.
But he's an all-time great. He did nothing to contribute to that championship.
Who else is another one of those guys? Is Vince Carter on the Grizzlies one of those guys in your mind, or not really?
Vince, he's another one. Like his last. 6 years?
Yeah.
6, 7 years?
I don't even know where he was.
Like less than 10 points a game?
I really wish he retired a Raptor. I really wish they signed
most
him.
guys who played 20 years, they last 5 years minimum were like...
They're just down the drain.
Exactly. Just playing.
But they're also like a veteran presence in the locker room, I'm sure. Like that's valuable.
Yeah, but that's not... You're not... All-time greats is not for that, bro.
True.
Like, Udonis Haslem... With all due respect, is for that. He was never all-time great. He had a decent career. He was able to last all those years. Those kind of guys are for locker room motivation, presence. Imagine LeBron on a team in year 24 tomorrow. Come on, guys, y'all could do it. No, you won't. You don't see that. You don't see that.
Yeah, true.
Like once the all-time greats are not able to perform on the court, they gone because they not used to that. They like, nah, this is not me. What the hell am I doing on this bench?
True.
I'm not able to execute on the floor no more. I got to hang it up. I got to throw my shoes over the wire. You know what I mean? Street pole. It's a wrap. So, yeah, that's...
Is Wizards MJ one of those guys, or he's a step above, you think?
You see how many people... I mean, a lot of people say the Wizards years don't count.
Yeah.
Like... Why does Mike get the benefit of the doubt and say the Wizards year? He fucking played.
True.
He played. No one begged him to fucking play. He chose to play. It's like if you hurt or injured, right? Mm-hmm. If your ass could lace him up and get on the court and you go 1 for 19, my man, you was able to get up 19 shots. You played. Yeah. Injured is your leg is broke. You can't play.
True.
If you got a sore fucking calf and you played, so yes, it counts.
Do you think Kevin Durant as a son will be remembered as one of those weird, like what we're talking about, or not yet? Like whatever team he goes to next is going to be that. Like that's odd.
Say that again. Does he have a what?
The way that we look at MJ on the Wizards, or like Hakeem on the Raptors.
Oh yeah, Hakeem was that. That's 1 year though, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. Like players like playing on.
I don't remember Hakeem on the Raptors.
Do you remember?
How, like...
Yeah. Tony Parker on the Charlotte Hornets is also another one.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
I don't even... I think of Tony Parker, I think of the Spurs.
Sean Kemp on the Cavs, that one also. Do you remember that? No.
I don't. But you know what? And it's crazy you say that, because when you mention Kevin Durant, what team do you fucking think of?
I think of him as a Warrior.
You think of KD as a Warrior?
I do.
Why? Because he won chips there?
He won chips there, and I think
You know he was a Seattle Supersonic.
I do know that. That's another one that's kind of. I mean, I guess he's not old.
He was a Seattle Supersonic. Bro.
Yeah, he was a Supersonic.
Exactly.
I don't think of him. I think what he did to OKC, even though he's probably forgiven now, I think he should also go to OKC. That'd be crazy.
I don't think any potentially top 10 all-time great, as Kevin Durant is, has ever been up 3-1 in a WCF, Western Conference
And
Finals.
lost.
And not only left their team the next year, but went to the team that beat them. I don't think that's ever happened before.
No, I don't think so either.
Ever. And not only that, you went to a team who won 73 games the year before.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever happened. That's fucking history.
Yeah.
I would be so upset with myself and my team included, obviously, that I would want to come back and run it back.
Yeah. Cupcake Durant, remember that?
Yeah, he used to, yeah, I remember that. That was one of the
Teacup Yorkie
Teacup
Durant.
Yorkie. So I don't know. Well, I know what my mindset would be like. Yo, what? We fucking up 3-1? How could you not think that team could have a chance? Because he was just so upset with what Westbrook or just the team in general. But you guys just made the West. You guys had a great year.
Did you hear what he said? I think it was like on his burner account where he said that the team was garbage basically, except for Westbrook. He said that on like his Twitter burner account.
You were garbage, but you made the Western Conference Finals.
I guess so. I mean,
so you and Westbrook couldn't just muster one win in 3 games.
what if James Harden stayed?
Yeah, but you're never gonna have. They made the right decision. James Harden was an MVP player.
Oh yeah, he would have never been that. But isn't that one of the greatest what ifs in NBA history if that team stayed together?
3 MVP players on one team. Have we ever seen that?
No, but we have seen a couple first round picks on one team before.
That's different.
That Cavs team?
Because first round is fucking, sometimes they fucking bust, bro.
True.
Sometimes first round players is fucking bust.
Do you remember that Cavs team where Derrick Rose, and we were talking about this earlier, Dwayne Wade on the Cavs? You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That team had a couple first. I think maybe I'm thinking of a different team. No, it was the sorry, I'm not used to talking so much. It was the Timberwolves. It was the Timberwolves. They had Andrew Wiggins, Karl Anthony Towns, Derrick Rose. I forgot who else. They had like a couple first overall picks on the team. It was like the first time ever.
Yeah, it's so all in all, right? It is not easy to win a championship in any major sport. Mm-hmm. It's not easy at all, right? But it's easier in team sports, right? Because if I'm fucking having a bad day or a bad game or a bad series, my teammates can help pick me up. If I'm having a bad day in tennis, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't say sub. I can't do none of that. So it's a lot more easier in a team sport to win, which is why they call it team.
Yeah.
Why they call it team. We was talking about, me and a few friends of mine, right? I was saying how I believe that, but this is where people's mind go. The quote said, I believe Hakeem Olajuwon is the best all-around center of all time.
Okay.
You hear that statement, right?
Yeah.
Hakeem Olajuwon, which is one person. I didn't say he was the best winner.
No. Just talent-wise, skill-wise.
Talent-wise, the best all-around center. So people start saying, oh, he only won 2 chips. He didn't win until Micah. Hello, we're not talking about how many chips he won.
We're just talking about skill.
So then I dive further, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you know, obviously Hakeem played in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
So Hakeem Olajuwon, from 85 to 89, and this is the playoffs, 27, 29, 37, and 17.
37 and 17, that's his averages?
In 1987, 88, those are his averages in the playoffs.
That's crazy.
25 and 13, in those 4 years, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, no chips. So people were saying, "Oh, who did he have to?"
Kenny the Jet Smith.
No, he never had another All NBA player as a teammate.
I thought you were gonna say All-Star, but yeah.
All NBA player ever.
No.
We're not talking about Barkley was old.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that was playing with him.
Yeah.
Pippen was old.
I forgot that Pippen.
Drexler was 30s.
Yeah.
No, he never had a. Forget about All NBA player. He never had a legitimate star under 30 playing alongside of him in his fucking career.
He was good.
So what does that tell you? That says like shit. It's a team.
It's a team game.
He could average 37 and 17 as he did, and not win a championship.
Yeah, that's
So does that mean that he didn't do his job?
No.
Like, what else was he supposed to do?
no, that's true.
What else was Hakeem was supposed to do?
That's the case for a lot of guys, really. I think everyone always forgets it's not an individual game. That's why it's a team sport.
And it's all sports, right? Football. You could be drafted to a terrible team that don't know how to fucking that the management
And your career is fucked.
That can't draft, that can't do nothing. It's a shit show.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, 7 years of your career is gone, and you did nothing.
Especially
Your confidence
receivers
starts fucking with
a
you.
bad quarterback. You know what I mean? Those guys just like some of those guys will be out of the league.
So it's very rare that we get players that could withstand that. Look at Chauncey Billups. The first, 10 years of his career, he's bouncing all over the fucking place. Barely could keep a job. And then, boom.
But what do you say about players that are like so great that they could plug and play anywhere? You know, they transcend that. You don't think that exists?
There's only like fucking 10 of those in NBA, if that, in NBA history. Less than 10. LeBron is one. You could put him on any fucking team. The team's better.
Okay.
We're talking about, obviously, prime LeBron.
Yeah.
Draft LeBron anywhere.
They make
Automatically, they better.
Who else is a guy like that? Luka?
Larry Bird.
Larry?
I say Luka.
I'd say Luka as well, yeah. He dragged that team to the finals last year.
And you know what's crazy? Like, it's so many all-time greats that started, and they were not all-time greats, like, when they started. Giannis had to build up to that.
Yeah.
Joker had to build up to that. Steph Curry had to build up to that. These guys weren't no fucking all-time greats when they came into the league.
Yeah, no, they weren't.
Or you didn't just immediately see them and say, yeah, greatest shooter ever. No. When you first well, even Miami days, when you first saw LeBron playing, what was your first thought? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Exactly. Like, when your eyes see it. When I first saw Luka playing, I said, yeah.
Luka Magic.
All-time great. I saw it immediately at 19 years old. I said, woo.
That's how I feel about
Every
Jalen Brunson.
player is not like that.
You just got a couple guys like that.
When I first saw Kevin Durant playing, I was like, yeah, he's good. I didn't go, oh, my
Really?
God. No.
I remember watching Kevin Durant play in Texas, college. I thought this guy was going
to
to...
kill in college. Remember the O'Bannon brothers?
I don't even know who they are. The O'Bannon
Google
brother?
them when you get a chance.
Okay.
O'Bannon brothers. Ed O'Bannon and Charles O'Bannon.
They were like
I think
that?
it was Ed. He averaged 29 points a game for UCLA Bruins. He got drafted to the New Jersey Nets. You know what he averaged? Like 2 points.
Dang. You know who also was a college stud that I thought was going to be much, much, much better in the NBA? Still an amazing player. Blake Griffin. I remember being a little kid watching.
He wasn't able to... His game didn't evolve.
Quick enough.
So once the athleticism went...
I mean, he became a pretty good shooter. It was just too little, too late.
Spot-up shooter, bro. Same thing with Larry Johnson.
Yeah.
When the back injury happened and the athleticism went, spot-up shooter.
Yeah. I like Larry Johnson. He's got
That's
the
another
funny
thing, like,
celebration.
What
you know?
if your superpower if your superpower, I ain't gonna say powers, your superpower vanishes, what are you?
Yeah, you're just a good player. You're not a superstar
It's some
anymore.
players that's like that.
That's what happened to Russ. I mean, not Russ, sorry, Derrick Rose. But he was able to evolve his game to become like this crafty inside, like...
Why do you think Grant Hill was able to have a long, legitimate career because he was still serviceable.
Yeah.
Right? He could still dribble. He could still get to it. Larry Johnson, that wasn't his thing. He wasn't known for dribbling. He just
known
had,
for slamming
speed,
it.
and he could just rise up and just, dunk on you, grandmama. Same thing with Blake Griffin. If you don't got no skill set other than just athleticism, it's going to be hard for you to.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah,
You saw that Blake and Dirk Nowitzki are now like the new analysts for Amazon.
I did hear about
Yeah.
that. Well, I'm interested to check him out because I never really heard Blake in that
He's
atmosphere before.
hilarious. He's a stand-up comedian.
Wow.
Yeah, he's gonna be amazing. Shout out Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin's the man.
Cool. Nah, good for Blake. That's cool. No, that's dope. That's dope.
Same with apparently Dirk Nowitzki is also very personable, even though I imagine him being like an Eastern European,
what's crazy?
like cold.
I
guy.
always knew Peyton Manning, had a funny bone.
Yeah.
Right, but I had no idea Eli could be funny, and Eli is able to translate into that commercial type world and skit type world and podcast. So it's cool. It's cool when you get to see the other sides of people that you never would have thought. Especially in a sport like football where they don't talk much. No, that's cool.
Do you think?
That's cool.
What do you think of? I'm gonna ask you a final question, I guess. Some players, current players, that you think will be able to transition into that role seamlessly once they retire. Or actually, I'm gonna give you the name of a player. You tell me if he's better off disappearing, becoming like a coach, or becoming like a front office guy, or becoming like a analyst. I'll give you some names. I'll start off with LeBron James. That's the one I want to know.
I don't think LeBron would ever be front office. I don't think LeBron would ever be a coach. I think LeBron is, next, ownership or nothing.
Really? You don't think you see him as an analyst or anything like that?
No.
Really?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Someone like
Think about this.
Mm-hmm.
You know how hard it is just to get a fucking interview with LeBron? That's
True.
why when I seen him, even though it wasn't live, it was, via satellite with the Kelsey brothers.
Yeah.
That was pull you fucking gotta have to get an interview with this guy. It's very rare. So for him to say, okay, yeah, I'll do an analyst job 5 days a week, I don't think he's gonna do that.
Okay. But someone like Tom Brady did it. You know what I mean?
But Tom Brady's been interviewed so many times before, even during his career.
Uh-huh.
He was more accessible than LeBron was.
Okay. Someone like Kevin Durant, what do you see him doing? Disappearing. That's what I think he's going to do.
I'd say ownership.
Really? Ownership.
I don't see Kevin Durant at all as an analyst. I don't. He does not. To me, he's not personable enough. Like, he doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
That's why I said disappear, because he's got bags of money. He could just go live on an island.
He don't need the money, obviously, and that's not his personality to be up on TNT. Hey, guys, what's going on? Like, I don't see that.
Okay, how about someone like Steph Curry? What do you see? I see him as an analyst, honestly.
I see maybe making some appearances, possibly as an analyst.
Uh-huh.
I don't see front office.
No. He could be a coach,
is
maybe.
A possibility.
Coaching, maybe?
Coaching, no.
No?
I don't see Steph Curry as a coach.
Okay. What about Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson?
I could see Josh Hart as an analyst.
Yeah, I think he'd be great.
Yeah, I could see that.
Uh-huh. How about Jalen?
Jalen,
You think he's going to step away?
I don't. But they're too fucking young. That's
I guess so.
Years away. That's another fucking 10, 15 years.
Yeah, true.
But I see Josh Hart more. And I say that only because star players, right, are more, especially if they don't get hurt and stuff like that, are more more likely to take on a role like that.
Uh-huh.
Not really counting, Shaq and Barkley, because when they did it, there was like no such thing as podcasts.
Yeah.
This is long ago. So now, players have so many different options.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Players wasn't thinking about buying teams or being invested in teams 15, 20 years ago. They wasn't thinking about that. So now, it's different. It's different.
Okay, I got 3 more players for you that I want to hear your prediction for their post.
Shoot.
Okay, I got Giannis Antetokounmpo. What do you see this guy doing post?
I do not Giannis. I love Giannis, but obviously Giannis English is his second language. It is. Like let's be real. I don't see him as an analyst. And look, I could be wrong, right? He could be the first.
Yeah.
I don't see him as front office. And ownership, who knows, right? Because ownership, all you need is fucking money or a group of people with money. So front office, I believe it's in your best interest to be extremely cerebral about the game. LeBron can do it because he's one of one when it comes to that, right? Joker could do it. Like, these type of players could be front office. They know how to put the pieces together. They know what a team needs is different. Like, there's some players who just extremely fucking gifted. Yeah, they work hard, but they don't think the game.
Yeah.
They think the game for themselves. So that's different. That's the difference. Giannis don't make people better.
Yeah.
That's not his game.
No.
At all. He's giving me the ball. Okay, if I'm double, triple, I could pass the ball, yeah, but I'm not bringing the ball up. That's just not his game.
Okay. Now, Kawhi Leonard, what do you see him doing post-retirement?
Kawhi is
He's going to be an analyst.
Not a fucking analyst. If Kawhi Leonard becomes a sports analyst, I would wear full Giants gear for a year straight.
All right, you heard it here first on the 2Bros&APod.
If Kawhi Leonard becomes a sports analyst in any fucking capacity, I'm a huge Dallas Cowboy fan. I would not only eat my motherfucking hat, I would wear full New York Giants gear. Jersey, hat, fucking sweats every day for a year. Maybe not a fucking year.
At least an episode. A week of episodes.
A week of episodes. That's not... Kawhi Leonard's not going to do. That's definitely not in his lane. Not even obviously, not even front office. No front office, no analyst for Kawhi.
He's going to go live on an island somewhere.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard is going to live on fucking Tibet somewhere on a fucking remote island with his family, and just, you're never going to hear again from him. That's it.
And my last one, this guy's kind of young, but I think he's a personable player. Scotty Barnes. Do you hear what they be saying about Scotty Barnes by any chance?
I don't know too much about him. Like, I've never heard him be interviewed.
Oh, dude, when you go home, watch Scotty Barnes interviews.
He's a funny guy.
People are more laughing at him than they don't say he's the smartest guy. Basically, no offense to you, Scotty Barnes.
Well, in that case, then you can answer your own question. Do you see Scotty Barnes as a front, not a front court, as in a role of general manager or something like that?
No, I don't. I see him also probably. I don't think he would. I think he would want to be an analyst, but probably they wouldn't want to hire him. Probably.
Yeah, it's
I think he's. I'm sure he's better off doing his own thing.
You know who I actually, speaking of Tom Brady, I actually like one of my favorite NFL analysts is Tony Romo. Mm-hmm. I love the way Tony Romo
I like Tony Romo
everything.
too.
He's better to me than Tom Brady. And so that's a perfect example. You could be a fucking all-time great quarterback. That don't mean it's going to be able to just translate to being a great analyst. And yeah, he's a better player, or was a better player than Tony Romo. Mm-hmm. But as far as being able to look at what's going on and speak it, that's a fucking gift. You can't teach that.
Yeah.
You can't teach that. So it's definitely a gift and definitely rare. Guys, I want to thank you guys for joining another dope episode and listening to me and Gabe chop it up. It was fun. I would be remiss if I didn't mention we are currently looking for a female moderator, right? We're looking for a female moderator to join us. Maximum 3 days per week, 3 hours per week. Join the team, and gotta have know something about sports. You don't have to be no sports almanac or nothing like that, but you gotta at least like sports, right? Potentially know more than your average person about sports. If that person is you, right, you can email us at setc, SETC, at 2bros&apod.com. The number 2, BROS, and pod, POD.com. setc at 2bros&apod.com. You could DM us, and serious inquiries only, please, and we can definitely see if you're a good fit. So we're looking for that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you for your support. So, up to this point, we're going straight to the moon. We're not stopping. Other than that, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the game tomorrow. Let's hope that it's it's competitive, along with the slam dunk contest tonight. And that'll be it. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. Let's go!